Good evening, everybody. Welcome to second evening of, I guess, Getting Gritty with Granny. Good evening with Granny. That's what it was. Good evening with Granny. The subtitle under my YouTube channel is Getting Gritty with Granny. So as you can see.
Oh shit! I should have put a bra on. You can see my boobs. Look at them.
Please.
Oh my god! Wait a minute. Let me do this. This is disgusting.
Sorry, that's the first minute we get on the show, but I was noticing. I'm like, Mom, just hang tight. Do you want to go change while I'm talking? Do you feel comfortable? Oh my God.
I'll just put my arm down.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you already showed your belly and your monitor on the last episode. We had your chest. Oh, by the way, if anyone remembers, she actually does have her heart monitor off.
Yes.
The results came back good, right?
They ain't never told me. As far as I know, I'm still breathing. I'm still alive.
Okay, there was some results though, but it was we mentioned in yesterday's episode.
They never come picked up my monitor, have they?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Mila. I thought they did. I thought the results said they got enough data, so therefore they don't need to pick it up. It was. I mean, they will, but
well, they got to. I ain't paying that damn bill.
So,
they better come get it.
We talked about a fall in last night's episode, and she did have. So check this out. So the other night. She fell like 2 weeks ago, right? And
2 weeks today.
2 weeks today. So what happens is, we brought the fall up yesterday, but we didn't get into the details. So she falls hard, straight, hits on my driveway.
My whole right side.
Whole right side. Everything was fine. I mean, she's sore. But here we are a week later, and she decides to tell the doctor she fell, the on-call doctor, or the what's it called, concierge doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, no shit, an hour and a half later, the guy gets a radiologist
9 o'clock,
house at
8 o'clock on a Friday night. He
Right.
comes up with his great big ass x-ray machine
Yeah.
and takes x-rays of my whole right side of my body.
Right. I mean, he was here for a good hour, right?
Oh, yeah, a bit of that.
I mean, here we are in the middle of the pandemic. The guy obviously has gloves and his mask on, and he's back in our room, and my bedroom, because she's got to lay down and get these x-rays and everything, and he sneezed in his mask. I almost lost it. I'm like...
But he was behind his machine.
I know. He was guarded. It wasn't... I'm just saying...
I know. And he had one of them really good masks.
He had the N95 on. But I'm just like, oh my God. Some
I
guy
was
sneezed
freaking
in our
out. I said,
house,
oh,
some stranger. Anyway, we wanted to let you know those results came back negative.
I had
osteoporosis. Osteoporosis.
Which I knew that because I'm very brittle.
Because you're old and brittle. But you didn't... Okay, sorry. You're 71... young and brittle.
Yeah.
But she didn't actually have any bruises, broken, anything like that.
No, I just hurt.
Yeah, she just basically bruised herself.
My rib is the worst part.
Right.
My foot's finally getting better. It's
Right.
bruised, but I walk a little bit better.
Right.
And my rib is the worst part. Only when I lay down.
Oh, that's all. You're pretty old, so you lay down a lot.
But yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you're either in this chair. Oh, but it doesn't bother you in the chair because you're on your side. Correct?
Huh?
It doesn't bother you in the chair.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because when I'm sitting up.
Got it.
But when I lay down, I have to kind of go in this way. Because as soon as I lay flat, I got a few minutes pain. Then it goes away. I'm fine.
The recovery time at 71 is a little less than when you're, 17. So
a little less.
Longer. I'm longer.
Okay.
So here she's probably going to be like a month recovery from not being sore just from falling on the ground, from like a foot. Anyway.
But I hit my head really hard.
Oh, that's what scares me.
Well, here's the deal. Mila came down after she found out I did it. Oh, yeah. That's the one thing I remember is how hard my head hit.
I'm so glad you remembered.
Well, Mila came down. Yeah, Mila came down after she got home and found out I'd fallen and went to check me out. And she's all in my head. And I said, I don't know where you're... But
did
nothing...
Did she check your pupils?
No.
Oh, I thought she
But nothing hurt.
Yeah.
Nothing... I said, wherever you're touching,
Yeah.
no, not, it has never bothered me. But then there was a few days where I went through a blah period.
Like a little bit of funk, yeah. You might have had a concussion.
Well, what I was thinking was, remember when Chaz was talking about the right side of your brain?
Yes,
and the left side? Mm-hmm. And I got thinking about that, and I thought, maybe that was why.
It might have just messed with that certain side of your brain.
Right.
And honestly...
I paid attention to what he said.
Of course, yeah. I don't know if you
guys
know.
If I could afford a loan, I would go to this man because he could heal my whole... Well, he'd look at me and say, "Yeah, you need at least $10,000."
Yeah, Dr. Chaz was on the episode that I just posted
last
last
best
Wednesday.
episode. You got to watch it. Oh my God, he is awesome.
He is a stud, and I tell you, he knows his stuff. He's been in the
Very
holistic
good.
medicine, and the interview overall is just good too. He's also making his
you'll
own
laugh.
kombucha. He's
You
a
can't.
crack up.
You'll be unbelievable that this man has
Yeah.
gone through what he's gone through.
Yeah, he's super good. So if you haven't seen that, it's actually the latest. Mine goes out tomorrow, which you probably won't see this yet. I mean, you've already seen that before.
I have
you
to
see
blow my
this.
nose. Can you excuse me?
You're fine. So the reason why I brought up Mom's injury, not because it was a follow-up and everyone might want to know, but there's a couple times that Mom has shared with me.
Oh,
And
God.
yes, as a child, I remember certain things, but we all don't remember everything. So when your mom comes to you at 71 and we're sitting around having drinks and she reminds you that you almost died on a Rice Krispie and you burnt your arm on a hot cup of coffee, you had double bronchial pneumonia in both lungs, which I still don't remember to this day. Oh, and by the way, I ran into a tree and smashed my entire face
Oh yeah.
on a large tree with my sister. So
Yeah.
I figured we would chat a little bit about that. She can tell a couple stories as a mom, make you guys laugh, because usually, even though it's about almost, wrecking my
Devastating.
face and devastating, she kind of tells it a funny way. So let's go into the one where I almost drowned in a pool. Because the irresponsibility there is just
hush.
unbelievable.
Well, I can't swim.
I know, but what the hell was I doing in a pool? I didn't know how to swim yet either.
Yes, you did.
I did
You
not.
had taken swimming lessons,
They
and
didn't work.
well, yeah, they did. They kept you alive until somebody finally rescued you.
All I did was float, remember? By
You
head
did.
bob.
You did this. You were good.
That's not swimming.
So anyway, I went to a pool with my brother and some friends and my little guy here. I think Lisa was there too.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sure she had to have been.
Yeah.
Because you were small, so she went everywhere. And you
That's what it is.
You fell
That's what it
in.
is, yeah.
and the guy that I was sitting there with,
Why did I fall in though? What was the dare? That I couldn't go around the deep end
I
on
think
a
you
float.
were in a float.
Yes, I was on a float.
But you
and they're
fell.
like, hey man, go down the deep end. Don't worry about it. Don't move, whatever you do.
I
move.
think you just flipped over.
Yeah. My
So
point is,
the guy
adults
that I was
shouldn't
with, I said, go get him because I can't swim a lick, and you were in the deep end. And my brother Barry couldn't get in because he had been
He
injured.
had a
His
cast
leg.
on.
Oh my!
Yeah.
No, his
he was
leg
all
was
ate up
burnt.
from a motorcycle burn. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mess. He couldn't jump in. But the house that we were at, the mother, whose name was Barry,
Right.
jumped in and brought you up. But the whole time you were doing this,
Yeah, well, as everyone likes to think, as Mom likes to remember the story, and I'm sure just because she has a little bit of
oh
guilt,
no, you might have.
I
to ask Barry.
remember literally my head going up and just dying for air.
You were okay. But
It was traumatic.
maybe
I
we
swear.
need to
I
ask
didn't get in a
Barry.
pool for
Maybe
another
we need
10
to ask
years.
Barry. Maybe I don't remember.
You were more
But this
focused
is-
on the man. by
Yes,
the way.
I was
Yes,
very
yeah.
focused on the man.
I mean,
but
I'm
hey,
not saying
once I
as a
saw
mom,
you drowning,
I know, I'm not saying you didn't go.
I was
You
freaking
were
out.
on the side going like, "Hey, just get him."
But
you
you
were
know
very-
how they say, a mother's love. You're supposed to, you like lift cars up. Well, here I am. You think I'm gonna jump in that water? I won't even
No.
go in your damn deep end
My
of the
funny
pool.
part is they were having multiple conversations on who was going to get in the water while
You're
I'm
saving
sitting there
my
like
son.
going up and down. Like, who gives a shit? Just someone get in the damn water. I mean, it's a freaking beautiful day out in the summer, and you're bitching about who's
Well,
going to get
the
in the water.
mother came and got you. Anyway,
Anyway,
I
that
don't
was
even.
one time.
They have a deep end, and I won't go down there. I'm scared to death.
Right. So that was one time that I just still to this day crack up about. But one of my favorites is the Rice Krispie. Because first of all,
Thank God it was Bertha or
if anyone
Susan
doesn't
that
know what a
rescued
Rice
us.
Krispie is, if
Oh.
you're watching and you're young, it's
Uh-huh.
the smallest piece of freaking puffed rice. It should dissolve on
All right.
contact.
Well, let me just explain.
Okay.
When you were born, you were my little teeny tiny baby boy.
Yes.
And I crushed your food, and that was my fault.
Ah, okay.
I did the same thing with Kelsey.
Okay.
Remember, I peeled the skin off her McDonald's fries.
Oh my God, did
I
you just
wouldn't-
hear that?
Yeah, I wouldn't let
So
her.
you would mush everything I ate pretty much.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat like solid steak or it'd be like a blend.
Oh, hell no. And so he got choked on a Rice Krispie. I panicked, and I called upstairs to Bertha.
Now, am I truly choking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I called upstairs to Bertha, and one of them came down. I don't remember if it was Bertha or Susan, and held him upside down. And he got rid of it. And they said, Jeanette, you gotta stop feeding this kid like you're feeding him.
Right.
You're choking on a damn Rice Krispie.
Yeah, because Rice Krispies should dissolve in all fairness, but when you eat mush food, I guess that's the thing.
Hey, I got choked on a piece of ice one day and
That's-
freaked out.
Ice though, that's real.
Well, it's
It'll
like
melt eventually. But
well,
it's
I
still
didn't know
scary.
that. This was with my grandmother. And I'm screaming and crying. She said, drink hot water, drink hot. I said, what?
Yeah.
And it melted. But I'm thinking I'm dying because it was cutting my throat.
Mom, what's the timer at on that? What's
I don't know.
minutes?
Do you think I can see?
Do you have a better, is it saying 10 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we got about 7 more minutes.
Okay.
So I did want to ask you guys, we're trying to keep these down to about 15 minutes so you guys can enjoy them every night.
So you don't get bored.
Well, not just that. I have to have certain topics. I don't want to just keep running it on. But I will say, there was a couple other times. I mean, honestly, Mom, seriously, how many times have I been majorly injured and we can't even get into them all, right?
Oh, shit, no.
I mean, motorcycles. We're talking, we should probably get into that one.
Because
someone thought it was a good idea that I got a motorcycle and just make me drive
Uncle Brian.
Yeah. And Uncle Brian, he's back in Maryland still. But he had some money, right? He came into some money.
And he always wanted to get you everything that you wanted.
He wanted to get me a gun,
he got
a
you
motorcycle.
the BB gun,
Yeah.
he got you the, not a motorcycle, what was it?
It was a motorcycle, a Honda 50.
Yeah, a little
But
teeny
it was still a motorcycle when you're 6 years
and
old.
then him and, was it your dad?
Yes.
We're in the backyard on Winton Avenue, and one's telling you this, and one's telling you that, and then off you go down the alley, and next thing you know, we hear, boom! Well, I thought, oh my God, crash.
Yeah.
And we were going he was going towards,
Was it? It was that neighborhood.
Aurora Street or
Aurora,
whatever.
Yeah.
And Roland and Brian ran up there, and I'm standing in the alley screaming, and they brought you back. All he did was crash through this man's fence, thank God. And so he didn't go out into the traffic. And he said, Mom, I thought I was on a cartoon.
I accelerated.
I did not believe.
I accelerated. I didn't brake.
And he didn't know what to do because they were telling him what to do, and he got it all mixed up. Because he wasn't very old.
Yeah, that was smart.
And then Roland wrote a note to the people and said, we'll pay to have your thing fixed. I'm sorry. And,
yeah.
And it took you, God, I don't think we sold it because you didn't want
I
it.
did not get
you
on
did
a
not want to get on
motorcycle
it again.
until I was,
Nope.
Gosh, I think 35.
Well, remember when?
And even then I crashed.
Remember when me and your dad were buying a house out of Golden at the development, and we used to go out.
Yes, there was a whole bunch of motorcycles. You tried to get me to get back on.
Well, you did go out there once after that.
Until one motorcycle.
But then you never got on it again. You never got on it again.
Yeah.
Then Uncle Brian drove it.
Yeah.
That was his vehicle.
That was his little
that was his
drinking
vehicle.
and driving vehicle back in the day before he got sober. But that was some fun
times. And then we ended up selling it.
Yes, for like $5 back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean there are so many stories of.
This is just a tip of the iceberg. Kenny ran into a tree.
I mean, the tree story. I run into a full-on, what was that? Like a 27-foot round oak tree that's been around for like 500 years. I run.
My hand told me cut that damn thing down right after you did it.
Smashed my face.
Tree's gone.
I was susceptible to nosebleeds. Now I do want to get into.
Oh yeah.
What was that? What was I just underdeveloped and that's why I have double bronchial pneumonia?
Your sister, Lisa.
Why did I have double bronchial pneumonia in both lungs? Why did I have that?
Because you weren't growing.
Oh, okay.
You were a little tiny for it.
How old was I?
God, 2, 3.
So I was in like an oxygen tent, right? Like
for a week.
Was I actually super close to like?
You weren't dying, but you were
well,
very
they had me
sick
in an
little
oxygen
boy.
tank protecting me and all that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were a very sick little fellow. You were running fevers.
So I had pneumonia, but then it turned into double bronchial
pneumonia. And you were so tiny that that's why they kept you in oxygen for so long.
That is a weird thing, man. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I feel like I'm not saying it's like.
I know you don't.
No one else has, amazing child stories.
I know, but you were so damn tiny.
Yeah, I definitely have. But tell them what was I wearing in high school?
No, not high school. You were 4 wearing 18-month-old clothes. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad, folks. 4 years old wearing 18-month-old clothes.
But I was double jointed.
And he still don't wear big clothes. You would think, when we fold the clothes doing their laundry, I'll say, is this Kenny's or the boys? This is Kenny. This is Kenny's? It's, you see his shirt. It fits him like a glove.
Well, when you're little and you finally get muscles, you
show them off. I understand. Hey, I don't blame you. You see what I'm doing? I'm showing
Yeah,
my
you're
muscles
showing
off.
the wrong things off.
Oh
though.
yeah, I'm trying.
Oh God! So hey, listen. I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's reminiscent of mom and son. We can definitely get into a million more. So I want you guys to make sure that you guys like, comment, send notes, send comments below what you guys want to talk about.
What
topics.
else you want to hear?
If anything, Mom,
I got plenty of them.
Yeah, if you guys know Mom and you want to hit on a certain subject or talk about a certain
Don't
story,
down that.
please make
God
sure you
forbid.
put a comment in the bottom, and I'll check it, and we'll make sure we make an episode or two out of it. So
That could be scary.
Wait for number 3, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks.